Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
This episode is powered by Poddex.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm. Hello, everyone. How are you? This is a great day, y'all. We are closing in on the 100th episode. I really want to thank y'all. But let's get past that for right now. We will have something interesting for that, but let me tell y'all something. I really thank y'all for taking out your time over the last month in talking about time and understanding time, understanding how much time it has taken for me to analyze where I am, who I am, where I'm going. And I would like to encourage each and every one of you to do the exact same thing. We've taken a look at just something that influenced me to be where I am today. As far as Chisholm Group LLC and taking the time to learn Pascal and to understand even more in computer programming, understanding a little bit more into computer repair. That's something else I did not talk about too much, but that's what I ended up going into, which was computer repair. So I was doing a little bit more on the side of adding peripherals, adding extension cards, expansion cards, and helping people network their homes, to go into website design and graphic design, things like that. And some of that had to be nurtured and influenced through school and hours and hours of being self-taught, talking to other individuals, other professionals in the field, things like that. Then, I talked about in reference to, who influenced me as far as being an entrepreneur, being one of my mom's friends who had a government contract of doing repossessions and things like that. And then beyond that, talking to other individuals who had the same desire of becoming an entrepreneur and wanting to become more than what they were living at that time. Again, I went from high school straight into the workforce, working with adults literally every day at a local insurance company. And in those positions, because I went from insurance company to hospitals, and kind of in between, those two fields, if you will, moving forward in my corporate life. What happened is that I learned that everyone, again, wasn't happy. They were not satisfied with where they were going. And now it's time to make a change. And for myself, because of listening to them and wanting more, it made me want to analyze myself. And now that I am now in my mid-40s, to be honest, I take a look at myself to say, hey, you know what? Yes, I listened to a stranger. Yes, I listened to my teachers in school to figure out which way I really wanted to go and what I wanted to do. And even when I had gotten to college, and now granted, keep in mind, I am an adult learner. So I didn't go to school at the typical age of 18, 19, 20 years old. No, I was right before I had gotten married. And And even during my early years of being married, I was in school, and my kids were able to see me. And it took me years to graduate because of life instances and situations and things like that. And I had some professors who understood. I mean, even though one professor who really, really encouraged me as far as graphic design and this part of web design, and even when it comes to this podcasting, I had some great teachers in my collegiate career, if you will, that motivated me to say, hey, you know what, you're pretty, you could do pretty well in this. And then surrounding myself, with other individuals that, as I stated earlier about coaching, and one of your first coaches, especially for myself, just externally, not just from a parent perspective, if you will, but even just a pastor perspective, that they're teaching you life experiences, life situations, and they're preaching and using spiritual or even biblical texts as a measure of being a more professional person, a person with direction, a person with morals, a person with self-esteem, and understanding that, hey, if things can happen like this in the Bible, you can do it too. One of the great things about the Bible, it speaks upon how people were not perfect, and how, even though you're not perfect, you can still achieve certain things in life. And what happens, you need to, as you're moving forward and you're teaching yourself, you are getting taught, you're expressing yourself, you are talking to other individuals, over a period of time, you can become the master of your destiny over a period of time. So that's the whole point of this last month, is talking about time, and you becoming a master of your time, you becoming a master over your skill set, you becoming a master over your life. That's one of the things that's good about, again, as I stated before, about just being alive. You have every day, there's something new you can learn. Every day you can pick up and do something to change the momentum of what's going on. You have to find a way to motivate yourself. Now, motivation can come in multiple ways. You can buy something for yourself. You can put something up on your vision board or a wall and say, hey, you know what? I want to get to that point. You can have a great conversation like I did with a stranger, have a conversation with a teacher, and that's one of the things we talk about becoming a master, is that, depending on who your teachers are, that's how you become a master. And sometimes teaching can not just come from a classroom perspective, but it can also come from, your everyday life, your everyday experiences. It all depends on how open you are to your situations. So I know that some of the things or the individuals I spoke about are coming from a real educational perspective, a real, as some people may say, technical perspective, but there are some people that really just learn from their environment. There are multiple ways for you to become a master in something. You don't have to go through the traditional lanes, if you will. Some people will discount you because you have not gone through that. Some people will look down upon you because you have not done that. Some people will look down upon you because you don't have all the degrees and things like that. But once you become comfortable in who you are and what you are, and whatnot, at that particular time, you can articulate who, what's going on. You can express how to get things done, or whatever. People will start to understand who you really are and be able to trust you. And sometimes, you may think of yourself not being the master, but other people may consider you the master. So just be diligent in your learning in your process. Be deliberate in your education. No matter which way you decide to go, just be deliberate in it. YouTube education, I mean, a lot of people learn from YouTube. You have Udemy, you have Skillshare, you have people that have created their own curriculum on Teachable. There's so many ways to get education. So be deliberate in that so you can become a master of your time. You can become a master of your destiny, if you will. And you don't always have to worry about luck, as one of the authors had talked about, or even your environment. You can create that destiny. You know, I thank y'all very much for listening to me this past month. And let's go get it. I'll talk to y'all later.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.